Make some videos. I haven't done anything in a while. Lower control arm, rotary fab kit, triangulation kit. That's it, that's it. Had to figure what we were doing. Oh, this is it, getting down to the nitty gritty of the fun fab stuff. Going into Nissan. Going into Nissan. I know, like always, I kind of started without you and was like, yeah, they've seen this 2 or 3 times. Nobody wants to see it again. But then I was like, yeah, go get the GoPro, why not? All right, I'm sure you guys are more thrilled than anybody that the channel is headed back to mini truck content. So thanks for sticking with me. And those of you that have been around for a while, you're the real heroes of this channel. Those of you that are new, well, take a second to like, subscribe, share it with a friend. All that wonderful YouTube-y stuff. We're closing in on some videos here. I can't thank you guys enough for pushing us up to 5,000 or 6,000 subs and giving me the opportunity to work with these wonderful companies that are reaching out to me and doing some cool stuff for the channel, because, you know, these guys don't pimp out products to guys like me. Well, maybe we don't have the stuff it takes to make these videos to earn us the $6. So go give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. Go spend your money with these awesome companies that support the channel. And thank you for supporting the channel. Mini truck stuff, loud and clear, I know. That's what got a lot of you here. Fun fact though, this channel started off doing a lot of Jeep stuff, so I appreciate those guys that have stuck around. We stand next to this wind generator, shoot you guys an intro. About 110 degrees today, they say, and it's not so bad yet, but yesterday was nasty. New pump, new pads in the cooler. Back to work on this thing. We gonna take the passenger side and make it look like the driver's side. That's right, we gotta do a rotary fab lower A-arm triangulation kit with shocks. Comes out great. As you can see, we're just moving right along on the old Nissan. All this has got to come back apart. We can get some new front end rebuild stuff going on, clean this up, do some final welding, do some painting. Gotta attach this brake tab. I'm not sure if I'm gonna weld it in front or behind. You know, like here is good, it's out of the tires way, but I don't want it in the way of the control arms and the shocks. So we'll do some jacks up and down, some air tests, and get this out of harm's way. I'm rambling. Let's get to work on the other side. Oh, check this out. Made a couple of relief cuts in the stock fender. See that? And pushed it up. And we're gonna see if that's enough clearance without having to put tubs in this thing, because right now she lays frame, but she just touches the tire. And I want this dude to be able to skate low and not worry about losing control when he hits bumps. So if this works, great. If not, you can always do wheel tubs. But for now, let's try new things, give it a shot. All right, so to do these arms, we gotta take some stuff apart and get some things out of the way. First thing we gotta do is get this lower control arm bolt out, torsion bar holder out, put in this supplied mock-up piece, get our arms together, clean the frame off, move your clutch line for the slave cylinder on the back side of the frame, because that's where it's going. Don't burn your truck down or blow yourself up with the fuel lines. Before we get on with today's video, a quick word from our sponsor. I'm pretty sure you've seen one of these Jeeps going down the road, and you're probably looking at this one no differently. Looking at all these lights and thinking, God, is this possibly what this guy needs, is more light? Well, when it comes to driving on the street at night, absolutely, lights are important, lights are critical, and thanks to AUTONE, we're gonna be upgrading the lights on this Jeep today. Now these particular bulbs are 9008s, and they're pretty easy to change and replace. Every vehicle is going to be a little bit different. For this one, well, we're going to have to do some minor disassembly. Be sure to check AUTONE's website. Make sure you get the correct bulbs for your application, because, you know, all these cars are different and they all have different bulbs. And thankfully, AUTONE is going to have the bulbs, hopefully, you need. Pretty nice, durable construction. This is a heavy-duty light, and I'm sure it's going to have some great results once we get them installed in this Jeep. So let's go ahead and remove the old ones and pop the new ones in. It's that simple, just a twist. Out with the old, in with the new. Link is in description. Follow the codes, follow the prompts, get your headlights today, upgrade yourself for safety, peace of mind, And, you know, even security, because they're nice and bright. And, you know, next time someone gets in front of you, you can just kick them on and let them know. Ah, what a difference a great set of LEDs make. Quality LED lighting at a great price. Be sure to go get yours today. Back to the video. I found it what's best to do is go ahead and use the alignment tool, all the piece, get it mocked up, trim out what you need to do, clean everything up, kind of mock it up loosely and tack it in place, and then blow the whole thing apart. Get it up on your bench and do all your final welding so it looks as best as you can weld, right? And strong is important. Then you can come in here and get better access to where your frame mount is gonna go that holds the heim joint for the lower control arm. So it's pretty much the same steps. You're gonna have to move that clutch line for your slave cylinder if you're a manual. You're gonna have to clean up the inside of the frame rail. It's gonna be tight if your engine's in. Having done it in my Toyota with no engine, trust me, if you need to pull your engine, or you're thinking about doing this while your engine is out, it is definitely a lot easier to get your MIG gun in there and get some good welds on that puppy, because the inside of the frame rooms, this is your alignment tool that's going to help you mock everything up. Like I said, provided with the Rotifab kit. Thank you, sir. You just get that lower control arm belt out, and temporarily you're going to install this to help get the spacing and everything right. It's just used for mock-up. Then you're going to put your original bolt back in there and use the new hardware, grade 8 stuff that's supplied with the kit to put it all together. You'll see when we do the other side. So that's it. You just kind of knock the old bolts out, put the new guy in. And this is the start of figuring out where everything goes. Everything? What's that? Let me go get the parts for you. All right, so this is the main parts of what we're dealing with right here. You get this little piece of tubular steel. You got this heim. You got some little spacers. And then this guy is gonna basically set right up in there like that and triangulate this lower arm, which gets rid of this strut rod. Right. And then there's a gusset that goes in between this. There's a whole piece that gets made that goes off the frame. You got to do some trimming down in here, get rid of this thin piece of metal so that this guy can fit in there nice. And that kind of starts the whole process. Once you do that, it kind of sets everything in motion. It's pretty self-explanatory, but like I tell everyone, if you buy one of these kits, don't watch my video. Watch Rotifab's. He's got a great one on YouTube. There's a link, I think, in the website for where you buy the kit. So watch that, and it pretty much answers all your questions. This video is sponsored by Arizona Iced Tea and this really old swamp cooler. It's not true, but it should be, because without them, this video wouldn't be possible. It's hot and it's humid. I know you guys think it's a dry heat in Arizona, but trust me, you don't live here, you don't know nothing. With these 3 pieces that you're gonna use to make a bracket, now this is a universal kit, meaning it's not one size fits all. It's I'm giving you a big enough bracket to create a pattern, a template, a shape to fit your application, to where you can then take all 3 pieces, cut them, trim them, box them, weld them solid to your frame, thus supporting the heim joint, on both sides to the frame, allowing you to eliminate the strut rod. Where this guy's gonna go, the mount's gonna come down off here, so you're gonna weld both sides of this, create a box section or a mount section. You can see I've got the frame cleaned up. I still got to come in here and clean all this up so it's ready to weld. Trim it all out, tack it all in, and yeah, that'll support this guy so it's nice and strong. And that's it. Yeah, we just moved the clutch cable bracket that was right here where this hot spot is. I've got it up out of the way. When everything's said and done, we'll go ahead and relocate it on the front side of the bracket, tack weld it back in, make sure that our hose stays good and strong so we don't have any problems with our clutch. But if you look across to the other side, this is what we're making. This bracket right here that supports this guy. All right? That's what it should look like when we're all said and done. You can see how tight it is on that exhaust side, but gets the job done nonetheless. We just got to blow it apart, finish weld everything. While we're on the subject of sponsoring this video, shout out to the United States Postal Service for giving away this free mini truck making template material. That's right. I mean, I pay taxes, so technically it's mine. And basically, this is what you want to end up with. Your template should sit something like this. All you're trying to do is make an area to hold this guy securely to the frame. You're gonna burn it in. Remember, always make them bigger. It's easier to remove material than it is to add it back on, and welding gaps sucks, and welding gaps doesn't make your shit strong. I said shit, I meant poop. I cannot stress this enough. Whether you're a new subscriber to my channel, thank you, or you're an existing long-time viewer, thank you. Always just tack your stuff and mock it up. Don't get carried away and welding it in all solid. See? Get her all tacked, get her good, prep your metal. We can open that up a little bit more and get a better fit. Channel those edges. Take this off on the bench and weld that all up nice so we can get some good penetration on it. Like so. Just like that. See, it's way easier to weld when you're not just laying on under the truck upside down. I know some of you at home are still gonna pick this weld apart. You can see I started and stopped twice, but pretty sure it's gonna be good. Pretty sure it's gonna be good. It'll work. Now the shock mounts that come with the nut. Ugh, can't talk. Let's talk about shock mounts. Whoa, I'm getting old and bald. Here's what's provided in the kit. You get this little guy right here. You get this guy right here. So whether you're using the stud through factory style shocks or round on round eyes, this is what you're gonna be looking at. Me, I just take that guy like that. That's gonna go to the frame. This guy I like to stagger and tack weld and check the fit, and then I'll pull it back off and weld it solid, and yeah, call it a day. No reason to get carried away here. 2 simple, easy little tacks just to hold it in position, make sure everything's right before you finalize it. He's gonna go right in there. I mean, this kit really makes it simple. You're just kind of putting them in a factory style location. So you just kind of got to figure out your travel, where you like it for your needs. I'm gonna get this one away from the firewall some. I'm gonna match it to the other side that I already did. So I'll probably go over there, take some measurements and stuff. Friendly reminder, always make sure your gas is off. There you go. So nothing is finished welded. We're gonna clean up our mess. We're gonna put some tires on. We're gonna cycle everything up and down a few times. Then, and only then, will we blow everything apart and finish weld it all, because you do not want to have to be laying under there cutting all that stuff out just to redo your work. That's pretty much it. Like I said, we'll pull those guys, we'll pull those lower mounts out, the lower control arms out. We'll completely weld them up on the bench so we can get all the way around them nice and good. We'll throw these gussets in, make everything nice and strong. And while that's all apart, we'll go ahead and finish weld all our shock towers, make some new tabs to secure our brake lines back up on both sides, and we might as well get everything apart, clean it, finish weld it, and install new ball joints, new tie rod ends, and give everything a coat of this Rust-Oleum high performance enamel. Yeah, I like to use this stuff on all the frames and chassis parts. And then later on, the owner, well, he can blow all this stuff apart and send it out to be powder coated if he likes, or candy paint, or flake, or whatever guys want to do. But for me, my job will be done when everything is welded back up and cleaned up and she goes up and down like she's supposed to. Oh, we gotta cut all these brackets off. All that stuff can go bye-bye. It's ugly. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, nobody wants to do that. It's not fun. Plasma cutter, Sawzall, you end up with a flap disc and a grinder and stuff all over your face. Just is what it is. You want to build mini trucks, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The fun part of the job, putting it all back together. Hence why it's so messy. We're doing ball joints. New ball joints, new tie rod ends, all that fun stuff. We're finished welded, we're painted black. We got our brake tabs mounted, we got our shocks in. I still gotta cut this fender and move everything on the top side. As you can see, I'm not looking forward to that, so I haven't done it yet. Let's get the ball joints in. Well, we're back together up here. Got our shock on, got our ball joint in, new tie rod ends, everything's snugged up. Probably gotta throw some grease, just pump a little grease in all those new fresh guys, even though they come pre-greased, but it always makes me feel good. Then we gotta run some airline and throw a tire on here and probably cut this fender. I'm really dreading cutting this fender and moving all this stuff. This is not the fun part. That side, as you saw, already cut, and pretty sure that's gonna work, and we're just gonna try and raise this, try and modify it. If it doesn't work, well, we cut it all out, but you know. Then we'll move on to the driver's side. Gotta tear this guy all apart, make her pretty. Got a little help tonight in the shop. Got Stevie back here doing some electrical.
Also,
kind of rewiring a bunch of stuff. We've got to change out these 1/2-inch lines, do 3/8, going from manuals to a switch block with a switch controller. This truck just had basically fast bags manual valves in the back. Only the back of this truck, like I said, was ever done. So brought in the master magician of electrician wizardry to make this work right. Now if it doesn't work right, look at that fancy title I gave you. Everyone knows it's your fault. And then I'll get back up here and get this torn apart. Yay, good times. And just like that, through some movie magic, the driver's side looks just like the passenger side. Yeah, there's a couple of things different, but it's pretty much exactly the same as the other side. Now for right now, like I said, that is just loose because this truck was laying frame on 18s with the fenders intact, but I'm afraid when he hits a little bumps, right? I don't want him changing lanes. So before we cut these all the way out, I just made some relief cuts. We'll try and push it up that far, and maybe we'll just gap them. Maybe we'll take them all the way out because trailer fenders look better at the end of the day. But right now it's time to run some new airlines. Let's do some new airline.